Hello everyone and welcome back to Neecee Lexy. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing information on how to build a strong personal brand. And these are 5 essential key things that you will be needing in order to build a strong personal brand online. Some of you guys might already ask, like, what is branding? So branding is not just about logo, nor it's about being a multi-million-dollar company or a brand. Like, for example, brand, it is how people perceive you, or how people perceive your product, your business, or you as a person. So for example, Nike, when you see the check mark, you automatically know it's Nike. And when you hear somebody say just do it, then you automatically, that catchphrase is from Nike. McDonald's, when you see the big M, that kind of resonates to, it's a fast food, it's McDonald's. And if you are listening to like a catchphrase from a YouTuber, you automatically kind of resonate with that personality of the YouTuber because they've been saying it for so long. This is their personal branding, and you are more aware about who they are as an individual, or who they are as a brand, or who they are as a person in the online social network. So for you as a small YouTuber, or as a small business and medium-sized owner, you also want to have to establish that brand identity, so that whenever people go, or whenever somebody talk about your product or talk about your service, they automatically resonate to you, and they already know what your brand is about. So for example, when somebody says Lexinel River, they automatically know Lexinel River, it's an event promoter, but it's also a fashion. That name is well known within my community area just by saying Luxembourg River. Everybody already know it. And for Neecee Lexy, this is a person branding. They know that the person behind that, it's a tech savvy. The person, it's into marketing and content creative, is very creative. So this is the type of brand personality that I have established for the past 5 years or so. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can also develop your own, and how you can also build your own personal branding. So what do you need to achieve a brand, as well as we also want to convey our brand identity to produce sales, or to be more clear about what our goals or what our value is, and also to help our business services or our business objective to be able to reach to the mass. And by also creating this online identity, if you are just an online business, you want to be able to create an online brand persona, where when somebody comes and notice your brand or sees your brand, they automatically know that it's you, and know what you actually offer in terms of value to them. So this is something where a brand goals will be able to fulfill. So some of the brand goals may include driving awareness for a specific product or service, and it could also be generating business through new leads or sales, increasing sales or increasing customer loyalty. And also you want to provide high standard of customer service, so people know that whenever they come to you for a service, your service is superior against your competitor, and that's why they will actually kind of even recommend some of their friends or family, because you have developed that brand evangelist of people trusting your service and people trusting your company to be always the top pick. So today, this video is dedicated to help you identify that, and also establish that brand identity or that brand persona online, as in your presence, whether it's your blog, whether it's your website, it's your social media, or YouTube. So how to build a strong personal brand. The 5 key elements to help you build a strong personal brand is obviously, one is choosing a suitable title font for your brand. So you want to be consistent when you're posting online, and that means you have to have consistent in your title, consistent in your font. When you see Nike font does not change, it's always consistent. And when you see McDonald's, their M size in the cup, whether it's in the cup, whether it's in the ad, whether it's in the napkin, it's always the same. It never changes. So this is something you want to be able to establish. Find a font that you really like, and make it as a consistent font for your brand. And Also, the second thing is choosing a color palette. I highly recommend you to have at least 4 colors for your brand. So feel like this color has to reflect your personality, but as well as have to show your brand value. So if it's like maybe warm, or maybe if you're like a more personal, your personality is happy, then maybe choosing yellow. If your personality is more like edgy and sophisticated, maybe you want to go for black and gold. Or if your personality is more like a vibrant and want to be like more trustworthy or a techie, then you would definitely kind of go for like the blue, like Facebook or LinkedIn. These are more corporate colors, but also kind of like in that aspect of it. So find 4 colors that you can choose. You always want to choose colors that resonate with your brand, is by choosing those 4 primary color to be able to establish your brand identity with them. The third one is choosing a readable subtitles or body fonts for your brand. Now that you initially, when I mentioned that you have to choose a font that works with your brand, like the logo itself, but you also have to choose another font. The secondary font is just going to focus in the subtitle. This will be going along with a text that you can use it for your body paragraph. You can use it in your website, as well as when you're creating a branded digital branding flyers, then you could use those fonts in there. The fourth one is also ensure that your logo can be recognized when it's small or large. Having a logo that is very visible, it's always too good to have a logo as a text, but also a logo as an avatar. So that way, sometimes you might not need to actually put your full brand text name in there, but you can just use your avatar, and people already know that is this is your brand. So, for example, with Nike, the check mark, it is recognized as Nike. They don't necessarily have to every time put in their flyer check mark and Nike. They can just put the check mark going up, and people already know that it's their brand. Is because this is their brand avatar. With McDonald's, again, they can just use the text M. They can just use the M as the brand logo, and automatically would be recognized and identified. That's why it's also great for you to have a logo with an avatar, so that whenever you don't necessarily need to use your whole brand name, you can just use your avatar. It could be like a smiley face, it could be a bird, it could be a crown with like a spark on it. Automatically people will be able to resonate and understand, okay, yeah, this is your brand. For me, my brand avatar, it's the eagle with Lexi with Y at the end, so people automatically know this is Neecee Lexy. That automatically resonates with the brand itself. So this is our avatar. You always wanted to make sure that your brand, you could be able to use it both as a text and as an avatar, and in a smaller size as well as a larger size, so that way people will be able to recognize your brand identity anywhere. And try to create it in different format. You can have it in PNG format, because this is something can be like a transparent, with a transparent background. You can add it into your watermark, you can add it into flyers, you can add it into your website, and so many format that you could use it when you have it in a PNG format. And lastly, you also want to leave enough room around your logo and make a tagline. So tagline could be, let's say with McDonald's, I'm loving it. With Nike, just do it. Or with other brands, yeah, there's always that going to be the slogan that you want to be able to add it at the bottom of your logo. So make your logo have enough room for you to write that slogan, so that way sometimes you would have the logo itself with the slogan, or you have just the avatar with the slogan, or you just have it one or the other. So this is basically the 5 key elements of how to create a strong personal brand. Is obviously, just to recap, is choosing a suitable title for your fonts, and then also choosing 4 colors at least for your brand, and make it more readable by choosing the subtitles and the body font that are visible to read, and also ensuring that your logo can be recognized in a smaller or large format, and then also leaving enough room around your logo for taglines such as the slogans. And I hope you guys learned something too very valuable, so you can be able to utilize this information to create your own personal branding online, whether in social media, YouTube, or as a website, as a blogger or a small size business. And make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, as well as hit the thumbs up for the bell icon so that you will be up to date with my next video to learn more things about digital marketing, as well as how to develop a stronger personal branding, because I always try to share informations based on my knowledge and expertise within the digital marketing and the branding, so that way I can help you guys better. And comment below if this video was more helpful, and if you know somebody also who is just starting their business and they might find this video useful, make sure to share with them this video so that we'll be able to learn and utilize some of the information I have here. If you wanted to also catch up with my previous lessons, you can go ahead to my website at www.neeceelexy.com/elearning. You can learn a lot of tons of things that I share there weekly. I write articles on digital marketing, as well as personal branding and how to grow your YouTube, so you can find all the information there. I do also have my podcast where I interview entrepreneurs from around the globe. These are young entrepreneurs who have created and established businesses from around the globe, so you'll be able to read about them, as well as get inspirationals about their journey and how they've been through by scaling up their businesses. So feel free to go into my website at www.neeceelexy.com/blog, or you can find me on podcasts. I'm available on Spotify. And make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, as well as hit the thumbs up for the bell icon so that you will be up to date with my next video.